It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Dallas Cowboys.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Now a carry for Dobbins. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Here's Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott now. Forced out to his left. And the ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Lamar Jackson.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. We're scoreless after one.
Quarter with no score.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, Jackson out to his left. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
They start on the ground with Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Get him. Here we go. Watch the pass.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Looking to throw, Prescott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
And the Cowboy first down.
Here we go, 46. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. 58.
Prescott on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Here we go, here we go.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down.
This is Elliott. And some room to work. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were. And you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.